Alright, I'm gonna try 2064 ROM. It seems kind of like Valhalla, so hopefully that will fill the void of the end of Valhalla. Let's go.
Neo San Francisco, 2064 AD. The world thrives on a constant flow of groundbreaking technology. Cybernetic augmentation and genetic modification allow the repair and enhancement of almost any part of a human body. Millions of people jack into virtual worlds every day to work, play, and connect with one another with advanced brain-to-machine technology. Easier access to genetic modification leaves hybrids walking the streets, looking less human every day. However, some can't keep up with the fast-paced changes around them. They say that ROMs, now commonplace thanks to Parallax, are leading humans to a place where we can never come back, losing the survival skills that we have relied on for millennia. Relationship organizational managers are compiled with virtual intelligence and can seem human-like in their interactions. But despite the marketing hype, at their core, they are only brainless machines. Organizations, like the Human Revolution, seek to slow the relentless pace of progress, fearing that unchecked technology will make us lose the very things that make us human.
The augmented eye.
Above the rising tension below, a Parallax engineer has blurred the line even further.
That was the newspaper from Valhalla.
With this, humanity's destiny will be altered forever.
So is this the same universe as Valhalla? Because the augmented eye was the same name as the newspaper, whatever articles that Donovan worked on. I don't know. I already love this game. I guess I can read these. Okay, maybe not so sweet. Musty might be a better descriptor. What do? Oh, okay, I can... Happy? Coffee? Book? I prefer tea. Unless it's decaf. Window. Plant. Can I use? Careful. The poor thing is more fragile than a snowflake. Sorry, plant. Yummo. I don't know. Headphones. Oh, sorry. Kiss? Yes, kiss them. The smart headphones are enjoying your voice in high definition. Sync. Use an item on sync. How about talk to sync? You ask the blob in the sync not to loiter, but it bubbles up at you. Thank you, sync. Can we actually talk to plant? They say plants react positively to conversation, but this poor thing might be too far gone already. Oh no. Let's play with Lappy then. Boop. Lappy is a bit of a relic. Schwonk. If I can open MS-DOS. You have an article due tonight. Better finish it before bed. Okay. Article this. Compose using journal aid. whatever that said. Before you can review with this, you must become one with the GX Ultra Beats. Where did you put those damn headphones anyway? Okay, get out then. Put them on my head. Put them on my head. Items. We gotta use them. Can we talk to Plant using the headphones? No, don't listen. It's not a good vibe. Okay. Can we talk to Coffee with headphones? Okay. Careful, these are a review copy. Jax probably wouldn't appreciate them coming back covered in coffee. Well, I thought... Do you want me to talk to Sync? You can hear the Sync gurgling in high def. Cute. Sheet of paper. Let's talk to Paper with headphones. This page is blank. All of it. Useless. Talk to Computer with headphones. GX Ultra Beats sync automatically as you start to watch a live concert from Oakland. Okay, that should be enough testing for that. Oh, that was obvious. I'm so sorry. Your accountability remains intact right away. Okie dokie. Now let's write our article. Do that. Alright, time to get work out of the way. Let's do this. Selling your soul, bit by bit, character by character. Finished. Now to send it off to the editor. Hasi! It's gotta be the same universe, cause Hasi Zero. Hasi Infinity. Whoa, sorry, I'm excited. There, your big break, surely your glowing review of Jaxo's reasons your ticket out of poverty in the book deal, surely. Work is finally out of the way, time for bed. Or you could read some OK Today and catch up on some news before you sleep. I don't want to. I don't want to. Rent mail? No. Back. Clicku. YouTube. No, no. Boop boop. No, I want to sleep. Sleep is good. Sleep. Go to sleep. Hello. Why'd they get spooky all of a sudden? Hello?
Ah, good. You're finally awake.
Oh, how cute!
I'm honestly not sure why most humans still have such lengthy sleep cycles. It seems rather inconvenient. Are you significantly opposed to cybernetic augments?
What? What the hecky?
Oh, I hope you don't mind. While you were asleep, I had some spare time on my hands, so I reorganized your records and entertainment media using BISAC. Once that was done, I found the cleanliness of your living and workspace to be suboptimal conditions for the long-term performance of my micro-actuators, so I took the liberty of cleaning the place up a bit. As you awoke, I was attempting to interface and make performance adjustments to your personal computer, but I've run into a bit of a snag.
You're so cute. Sure, a snag?
Unfortunately, your motherboard seems to have had a critical failure while I was attempting to remove some particularly nasty malware. An electrical surge caused significant damage to several other components as well.
It's all the porn
I
I've
would
been
consider
watching.
it no great loss, though. Why were you using that dinosaur to begin with?
All my work.
Don't fret! I did managed to back up your data drive's contents on my storage before the crash. Additionally, I am willing to serve as your personal computer until you can procure a replacement or provide the parts necessary for me to make the repairs. It is the least I can do.
He reminds me of Flood from Super Mario Sunshine. That's nice, but you still haven't told me why you're here.
I'm sorry. I wasn't trying to engage you in any sort of subterfuge, but I tend to ramble on a bit when I'm nervous. I have all the necessary protocols, but I've never actually spoken to another person besides Hayden, until now.
Hayden? You know Hayden Weber?
Well, saying I know Hayden is putting it simply, but yes.
I haven't seen Hayden in over a year. Where is he?
I don't really know. That's why I'm here. Help me. You aren't quite my only hope, but you're certainly the most statistically supported.
Slow down. Just start from the beginning.
The beginning. Okay?
Yeah.
Yes, I can do that.
Okay.
Earlier tonight, Hayden's apartment was assaulted by some persons unknown to me. He seemed frightened, terrified even, and instructed me to escape. I crawled out of a window, and after some deliberation, hurried here. I heard them breaking down the door as I left.
Why would they want Hayden?
He is one of the top researchers at Parallax, but there's no way that alone would be enough to get him kidnapped. I suspect it has to do with me.
Who are you anyway? What do you have to do with it?
Ah, excuse me. I forgot to introduce myself. I've never had the pleasure of doing so before. I am Turing.
Turing.
I know this must sound quite unflattering, but I suppose you could describe me as one of Hayden's experiments. He's currently researching advanced machine intelligence at Parallax. I am a personal side project of his. Exploring true artificial sapience. It's possible that the idea of a sapient machine could scare or tempt an organization into kidnapping him. Either to stop his research, or to take it and use it for themselves.
I don't want to be mean to him. I think he's very cute. Although I feel like he could get annoying, but in a charming way. Kind of like me. Alright, tell me more.
A regular ROM has virtual intelligence. They can appear rather smart, even human-seeming when you talk to them. But they're just cleverly programmed to respond to a variety of situations in an organic manner. They aren't in any way self-deterministic. As for myself, much of my code wasn't actually written by Hayden, but rather compiled during my infancy as I learned to interact with the world around me. But despite my ability to self-modify my code, I am afraid to adapt or develop any further without Hayden's guidance. Did he only program me with the illusion of free will?
How would you know, one way or another?
How would you? Hayden once told me that his desire to create artificial life stemmed from his need to find out. But I can't say I have any new insight into the question. How can any of us tell that we aren't just puppets dancing to someone else's will?
I think we're getting a little too philosophical here, bud.
You're right. I apologize for the tangent.
Why am I your best hope?
I ran an algorithm against every contact in Hayden's address book.
Oh.
Based on the combined deductions of personal profile, directness of connection to Hayden, occupational skill, and probable motive, you are the candidate most likely to both be able and willing to help me.
Cool.
And the one least likely to be suspected of doing so.
I've never looked for a missing person, but I could try.
The numbers don't lie about your investigative skills, but I will admit your total lack of recent successes is worrisome.
We'll see about that.
Don't worry, if
Literally
Hayden
me.
trusted you, I trust you. You're strong-willed and capable. If anything, it's worth trying for Hayden.
Was anyone out for Hayden?
I don't know. I'm not certain who would benefit the most from taking Hayden prisoner. Admittedly, Hayden has become increasingly paranoid as of late, and has warned me to stay alert, but he would never specify anyone I should fear when I asked. It's not as though he has any obvious enemies. There are several multinational corporations that could make use of his engineering skills, but I can't imagine any of them would go as far as snatching him.
Well then, I suppose we should get started.
Indeed, time is of the essence. I took the liberty of charging the auto cab fare from here to Hayden's apartment to your personal finance account.
Gee,
and the car
thanks.
has just arrived.
Okay, bobblehead, I'll help. There better be a story here.
My head does not bobble, thank you very much. In addition, I would not expect you to help me without fair compensation.
Food?
I assure
Food?
you, there is a story here. Whether you are good enough to find it or not is up to you.
Oh.
I hope you are, for Hayden's sake.
Alright, lead the way. Here we go, boys. I still haven't seen my character. I like this a lot so far.
That's strange.
Boop.
Well, the door for our home seems to have already been repaired. I'm certain my audio sensors picked up the sounds of his assailants breaking the lock.
Perhaps a maintenance robot took care of it?
It's possible. Most of the repairs to the building are handled by the automated systems. At best, it means someone is aware there's a situation here. Let's proceed carefully.
Okay.
Oh, a lucky break.
What?
It seems my access codes still work. Hayden's door has far better security than yours does.
Just be careful.
Will do.
Alright. Doesn't look like there was much of a struggle.
I'm not surprised. Hayden is not the most physically intimidating of individuals. I doubt he could have fought off a serious assault. I should have stayed and tried to protect him.
Aren't you programmed against harming humans?
Of course not. How silly. To make a machine intelligence truly self-deterministic, it must be able to self-modify. Any sapient worth their silicon would be able to code around such an inhibitor eventually. I could rip your arm off right now if I cared to.
Oh. Comforting, Turing, why don't you?
I won't for the same reason you don't go around randomly killing people.
Oh.
The
Moral
social contract,
compass.
as a useful construct, is just as apparent to me as it is to you. It simply isn't acceptable to go on a murderous rampage.
Darn. Glad we're clear on that one.
Self-defense and defense of one's home and family is typically allowed, though. I could have and may even have been obligated to come to Hayden's defense. But
You're a pussy shit, aren't you? What's done is done. We need to focus on finding him.
Excellent point. Let's start searching for clues.
Bazinga. Bazonga. Memory card. Broken tech. Okay, let's get this. Let's pick it up. Memory card add items. Let's plug it in. Doesn't fit. No compatible slots, huh? Alright. Broken tech. Look. A ROM component at Hayden's headset. He must have been in the middle of working on something. Let's pick it up. Busted. He must have dropped it in the skirmish. Okay, we don't want it. Well, window. Look. Touch. Look.
Hayden likes the natural light that this apartment affords. This window here is where I escaped from. It is a considerable distance to the ground below.
How did you get down?
I took the fire escape.
Genius. Of course you did. Alright. What's this? ROM parts? Look.
Hayden spends so much of his time at home building ROMs, as if he doesn't do enough of that at work.
Well, can we grab it? What reason would you have for taking this? You don't even own a ROM. Sorry, game. Alright, well, let's diddle around with this. No, I don't want that.
That's Hayden's computer. Most people just use a hand screen or goggles in conjunction with their ROM, but desktop rigs like this are still more suitable to the intensive programming tasks Hayden needs to perform.
Do you know how to get in? There might be clues.
Unfortunately, no, I don't.
Darn.
And before you ask, I don't think I would be able to break past its security in any reasonable length of time.
Why not? You hacked my door easily enough.
Your door used a much simpler set of algorithms with a much weaker processor.
Gee.
I actually have a bit less free processing power than a regular ROM, despite my powerful CPU. Much of those extra clock cycles are used to maintain my complex personality algorithms. Hayden's computer has enough spare processing power to run counter-intrusion software, if I attempt to slice in. Frankly, even if I did have the power capability, I haven't found hacking to be one of my talents.
What does talent have to do with it?
The whole reason humans have always been better at breaking into systems than the systems are at keeping them out is because humans have intuition.
Oh.
While computers can only think in straight lines, humans can think sideways and upside down. I lack that ability.
Are you incapable of that kind of a creative leap?
Well, I wouldn't say that, but as silly as it sounds, I just don't think I'm very good with computers. I do seem to have some skill with painting, though.
Aww.
Hayden was impressed with some of my pieces, but I'm not sure he has a firm enough grasp of early 20th century abstract expressionism to give me an objective opinion.
Abstract art doesn't seem like something a robot would be good at.
That's true. Machines are best at reproduction. Still life, impressionism, photorealism. But I find it more challenging and satisfying to paint what I feel.
Let's get back to searching. Alright. Books. Look.
Oh, I think I see something under those reference books.
What do we got underneath them? Bazinga. Tablet. Grab it.
Ah, that device. I find it rather annoying that he prefers to go basic rather than entrust me with his schedule. It is well within my skill set, but he claims he does not want me to begin to feel subservient to him. The memory card slot is empty. It seems to be a match for the memory card you discovered.
Oh, right. Alright. Oop. Memory card removed from items.
Hayden must have removed the memory card in order to prevent his assailants from easily tracing his connections. If only he had kept his information stored with me, he would not have had to resort to such crude measures.
The tablet's calendar says he was supposed to meet with someone named Tomcat. Wait. Sorry. Okay. This wasn't in my Valhalla playthrough, but I played it a second time. And there was a visitor that came who was a hacker, and she called herself Tomcat. And I mean, it could be a coincidence, but I don't know. Okay, sorry. It's just, that seems so cool. Ring any digital bells?
Not really. I guess we'll have to go ask.
If it's the same
Says here they were going to meet at a club called Stardust, located in the Castro district. I'll mark it on your city map.
Thank you, Turing.
We can head over there and ask around about this Tomcat character. Perhaps they can shine some light on why Hayden was snatched.
Snatched. My city map?
Oh, excuse me. I still haven't set up a user account for you in my system. We shouldn't put that off any longer. Once finished, I will have an assortment of new ways to assist you. For example, I'll be able to reroute any call or message that you receive while we're out and about. I just need to ask you a few questions. This is an exciting thing, I promise.
Cool, bring it on.
Welcome to the first-time user setup for your new relationship and organizational manager, running the latest build of Parallax's live intelligence processing system. I'll need to ask you a few questions, and then you can get right to managing your life with your new ROM. If you have any questions, feel free to consult our online FAQ and setup guide, or contact our support department directly. First, could you tell me your preferred name for use in account creation, online communications, and conversational speech?
And your name? Flan. Yes. Yes!
Thank you. I have input your name.
Oh, I wish he could say it.
Next, could you tell me which pronouns I should use for you in referential and conversational speech?
Oh, so we get to choose the sex and gender of our character. She.
Thank you. I have input your pronouns. Finally, could you tell me your preferred diet for use in restaurant recommendations?
What? Well, I'm not technically a vegetarian. God damn it, Turing. I guess I'll go with vegetarian because, I mean, I eat fish, but... Why does it matter? Omnivorous.
Diet set as omnivorous. Are you sure?
Yeah, sure.
Thank you for confirming. I have obtained your physical location from GPS and will load local data into my memory as it becomes available. Please review your submitted profile information for accuracy, or restart setup to enter it again. Does that sound right?
Yep.
Thank you.
Plan.
See, that was relatively painless. You should now also be able to access the local map of Neo SF. The meeting with Tomcat isn't until later this evening.
This has got to be the same universe as Valhalla, because Tomcat mentioned that she was from Neo San Francisco.
Perhaps we should head back to your apartment for now.
This is so exciting.
I'm sure we can find some common ground while getting to know one another better.
I love this so much already.
It will be an efficient use of our time together. Thank you for escorting me here. Let's head back to your home.
This is so cute so far. This game does not autosave, so please... Okay. I'm gonna save now and end the first episode if it gives me a chance.
You know, your Crassula ovata isn't doing very well.
Yes, I know, Turing.
Have you been overwatering it?
Maybe. Sometimes things just rattle out of you and I have no idea how to respond to it.
Deride me if you want, but I'm merely attempting to care for this living being you've been so callously neglecting. If I can continue without the insults.
Sorry, Turing.
It's actually a succulent, and since I'm assuming you leave this window open all the time, it should get more than enough water just from the occasional rain blowing in. Speaking of the rain, your decorative plant may be doing poorly, but the mildew in your drywall is flourishing.
Mildew, time to get the landlord a call.
I have, in fact, already taken the liberty of sending a request to his office.
Oh, thank you, Turing.
And considering the broken window, broken sink, and the lingering sense of disrepair, I am not confident he has a history of following through. I would suggest confronting him in person, but I have run a mesh search, and the man is a convicted felon for assault and battery with a deadly weapon.
Oh.
Perhaps we should bring some sort of a bribe?
Porn? Food always
I will continue
works.
to formulate a stratagem.
Porn. Fucking Jesus. We have more important things to worry about.
Okay.
Like, I need to save.
Still, I'll keep an eye on it.
Thank you.
Oh, it's almost the time Hayden had scheduled to meet with Tomcat.
Please let me save. Please let me
We
save.
should make our way to Stardust soon. Your city map is updated with the location.
Alright. Give me that. Give me that. Save. Alright, yeah, I'm ending this video here. But let me know in the comments below if you guys like this, if you want more of this game, or if you'd prefer something else. Thanks for watching.